Good morning and Happy New Year. So it is now, I think, about the 9th of January 2024, and I am finally back. My daughter has gone back to daycare, and it means I just get a little bit of time that I can spend in the garden, which is good because with the crazy amount of rain that we have had in December, the weeds have gone insane. It's very disheartening, actually. We have put so much work into getting the garden beds weed free, and within just a couple of weeks they have taken back over again. But all we can do is try to get back on top of it. However, that is not what we're doing today, even though we probably should be. Today we are actually going to attempt to plant this. So this is a Lisbon lemon tree that I was given for Christmas, and it really needs to get in the ground. It's quite big, so I'm actually not sure how I'm going to do this on my own, but we will give it a go. So the Lisbon lemon tree, if you're not familiar, is quite a common one here in Australia. And it can grow to be about 6.5 meters tall by 5 meters wide, unless you have the dwarf variety, which only gets to about, I think, let me just check the tag again, 4 meters tall by 2 meters wide. I actually don't know whether this is a standard or a dwarf because the tag has not been marked. So I am going to message my friend who gave it to me and see if he knows whether it was a standard or a dwarf, and otherwise it will just be a surprise. But it does have some lemons on it, which is cool. It is here where it's been living on our front veranda, and as you can see we have some lemons. One there's a couple over here, I think there's some more around here somewhere, down there. So after I planted it, I am going to actually bag those fruit, just because I would really like to get them, and I'm not sure whether the possums will attack it, or the cockatoos for that matter. It does have giant spikes on this tree, so maybe that'll be enough to deter them. But just in case, I thought I would throw some little protective bags over them, since we've only got about half a dozen at this stage. I think step one is I need to go and get the garden cart, because I think that is the way I've got the best chance of getting this down to the orchard, because we need to go from here all the way down there, that way somewhere, and it's quite hilly, so it's going to be quite the challenge. Sorry if you can hear, or sorry if you can't hear me, more to the matter, over the cicadas. This is cicada season and they are very loud. So if this is not able to be heard, if I'm not able to be heard, I guess I'll be doing a voiceover, but hopefully we can get through this without. Okay, so this is the lemon tree, this is the garden card. Let's get lemon tree in the garden card without hurting ourselves. So my plan, see if it actually worked, let's tip it. Kind of, without getting spiked by the massive spike, try and shimmy this into the garden cart and then tip it. We'll see if that actually works. Okay, step one done. I think I can need something behind these wheels. Stay. Okay. Success! So part one of the tricky job is done. Now we just got to get it down there and then dig a hole and plant it. She's a big one too, so this is going to be fun. At least with all this rain, the dirt, the ground should be a little bit softer. So that's something. Weeds have just taken over. So crazy. Okay, so it is quite a few hours later now. Unfortunately, it started to rain and I couldn't quite finish this job. And then, of course, you know, I had to wait for my son's second nap. So that is now. In that time, the sun has decided to come out and that has made it basically a sauna out here. It's not ridiculously hot, but the humidity level is ridiculous. So we're going to get this done as quick as we can, and let's just see how we go. This is where the last lemon tree was, and I was originally planning on putting another lemon tree there. Not knowing how big this lemon tree is actually going to get. If it's a standard lemon, it's going to be way too big for this spot. So I'm not going to put it there. I had one other thought originally about where I could put it, but I don't think it's going to work there either. The other place I thought I could put it. So this is supposed to be a honey murcot mandarin. It died right back and I was excited because it re-sprouted, but it looks like it's reverted back to the rootstock because those are tiny, tiny little leaves, not like what there should be, and not like the other mandarin that I've got planted next to it. This is the other mandarin I've got, which is a Hickson mandarin. And as you can see, it's got nice big leaves. It also does have some of the little leaves, so I'm guessing those are coming from below the graft. I'll need to get them out at some point, but not today. With the size that this lemon potentially could get, I also don't think this is a great spot for it because it is reasonably close to this other mandarin. Was fine for these two because they're dwarf varieties, but not for a standard size one. Okay, that leaves us with only one spot that I can think of, and that is to put it up in the area that we used to have our in-ground vegetable garden. We're no longer doing in-ground veggie gardens, we have the raised veggie patch, and so this area can now be converted into more orchard space. So I'm pretty excited about that actually, to start the new lot. I think it'll look really pretty next to the stairs where I'm going to put it. Okay, so it's in. Well, almost. Dug a big hole, put some fertilizer in the bottom, and now I'm just going to get up and check that I like the direction that it's facing. And then might actually spin it around this way so that the prettier side is towards the house. Then we're going to fill it in, water it in, be done. Oh my gosh, this has been hard with this weather. But we're nearly done, so that's the main thing. So as you can see, while I haven't planted the tree itself low, I have created this fund because this is on a hill. I wanted to make sure that the water had a chance to actually capture around the tree and soak in. So hopefully this fund will help with that. Apart from the weeds, that looks great there. And we might even be able to see it from the back veranda of the house. Well, my camera apparently got way too hot and shut off while I was filling the hole in. So there it is, all filled in. And this tree is hopefully going to be happy here. And I'm going to try and look after it better than the last one, which died because I didn't come down to the orchard for about 9 months while I was pregnant and having a baby. So let's see if we can do better this time. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you all had a great new year and are back ready to get into your gardens. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye guys.